But anyway, this is going to be the NASCAR iRacing National Series at Bristol. It is a 50-lap race. I'm starting P5, 5th place in the number 3 car. Would love to get a top 5 finish out of this and hopefully contend for the win. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Wasn't too far off the pole, guys, and if I take care of my tires, take care of my equipment, and don't get caught up in anything, good finish could happen here. So we'll just see. Right now, I'm just going to watch for that pace car to drop. There he goes. And then the leader picks it up. Green flag. Through the gears just fine. And we go down into turn 1. Got to get a good drive up off the corner. Drive it down into 3. Again, it's all about that corner exit. Ugh. Trying to need to get singled out. That high line has such an advantage on corner exit. So just trying to hold serve here right now. All these B and C class bumpers, man. I got a blue bumper. I want to work my way through this field. Whoa. That 2 car came out of nowhere. He's flying, and he's bouncing all over the track. He's blinking like crazy. These guys are side by side in front of me. I'm just trying to take care of my stuff right now. Now I'll go down to the inside on the 11. Nothing. This is the 2. So I don't know who that was who was bouncing all over the place. Maybe that... Nope, this is the 5. I'm so confused. No, this is the 2. It's the 5 that was bouncing around all over the place. Now I've got the 6 to my inside. Gonna try to make the pass on the outside, and we got one spinning in front of us. 17, don't come back up, dude. Seriously? 2 cars making very aggressive moves. I don't want to go 3 wide at Bristol. And I don't want to be in the wall like I was there. Even though it's a 0X, that'll chew my car up. And we know that this is a pretty long race at 50 laps. And saving tires, saving equipment is going to come into play. There we go. Around the 6. 17 was the one who was around. I don't know what he's talking about. But, well, I've settled out into 5th spot. Hope I'm not grinding the right front too much with this line that I'm taking. I can hear the tires complaining a little bit, but I think I'm doing okay right now. If I can reel in that 11, that would be nice. Get another position. Main thing is I want to pull away from that pack. The way that they were racing back there, I don't want any part of that right now. Let that 5 car hold some people up. Hopefully he's fixed his blinking problems. Working on the 11. Feels like I'm closing in on him. And the leaders are going to contend with some lap traffic. On that gas hard. Drive up off the corner. The K&N car, you got less horsepower than you do in the Sprint Cup car, so one of the big things through corners is you've got to maintain momentum and keep those revs up. That can be huge for your straightaway exit speed, because if you get that tack down too low, you'll hear the engine kind of bog down, and it's really slow to get its revs back. It's one of the reasons that the high line works so well here at Bristol is that you can just carry a couple hundred more revs. Makes all the difference on corner exit.
In front of you. He's in the middle of the track.
Oh, goodness.
Slow and coming backwards. Inside.
That was a lot of them.
2, 8, 7. Still there. Quarter.
My goodness.
Clear. Inside.
Okay. This lap car is going to get dumped.
Inside your door. To the high side. Clear low. 16.5. 6. 4.
Unbelievable.
Looking good, boss man.
Lap cars are just terrible.
It's not a spot. It's not a spot.
You're a genius, you know that?
These lap cars are crazy. I just landed myself second spot, though.
9. To the high side. Get that rhythm back. Let's start knocking out some laps.
That's awful. Feel really bad for the 11. That frickin' sucks. All right, so what's the gap?
15.
You guys got to watch and tell me if that gap's. It's about 3 seconds, 3.2.
He is a lap down, right?
Gonna try to bring that back down. We got a stupid InfoWars cars blinking all over the place. That guy better stay out of my way, man.
2, 8.
The dumbest thing I've seen written on a car, except for
19 was the
the
moron.
Trump sponsorship.
Side. Clear.
17 was the moron. He was leading the race and hit the wall all by himself.
All right, here we go.
15.4. 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty inclined to blame the lap car for just about anything that happens. Lap cars need to learn to move over and let the leaders race. I think that even though I got a little bit of a scrape on the wall, that I didn't get any real damage out of that.
8. Lower on the bottom up here. Inside. Clear.
So here we go. Now I've got that 2 car. He was
Side.
okay. 19's got fresh tires. I'll let him go.
15.5. 9. 2. Clear. Clear.
I don't know if he's going to be on a mission to take people out or not. But
Inside.
6th place is now a lap down,
Clear if you need it.
just for reference, and 5th is a lap down. So if you're in
15.5.
the lead lap in this one, you're getting a top 5. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch the 4. He seems to be blitzing away from me. Absolutely nuts. Thanks, Gasometers. Yeah, it felt like I had a pretty decent save and did an okay job picking my way through there. So, not renewing in the 4.
That was my fault. I'm sorry. I'm on my race because of my fault right there. I'm going off.
But
Not my race, guys.
continuing to work on these lap cars.
My apologies.
How many laps do we have left? 22.
15.5. 0.
Looks like the 19 just cleared the 16 out.
Outside. Keep after, man. I keep telling him. I'm working up here. Clear high, clear high. Any help you can get us there, big girl?
So,
Keep going, boss.
after getting through the lap traffic, I'm 3.8 behind the leader.
Go high.
What are you doing, man?
These lappers out of the way, Earl.
There goes another. I called it. I did say in practice that the way that these guys were driving, that this one was going to be interesting, and it's certainly proven that. I need to focus and just drive a little bit early or lift, get my angle set right, get on the gas. Maybe I can start to clip that down. I need 2/10 a lap basically. If I can get that, I might be able to catch him. But right now he's been pulling away from me, so I need to find about a half second a lap quicker than what I've been running. That's going to be tough.
15.74.
But we'll see. Maybe his tires will give up. Maybe he'll hit the wall. I don't know. I'm just going to drive. I know that he's going to be driving pretty cautious because he's got such a big lead. He knows that I'm no threat to him right now. Both of us have a good finish guaranteed if we don't do anything stupid. He knows that he's got the win locked up if he doesn't do anything silly. So he'll be real careful getting around the track, through lap traffic. I don't expect him to make any kind of big mistakes. The only thing that is possible is that that pressure of knowing you've got the wind locked up and you go into conservation mode, sometimes you let your attention lapse, and that can get you into trouble. I have thrown away races like that before. It's been a while. That was my rookie season that I did that. Letting the 12 by right now. He's on fresher tires. He's gotten his fast repair. Gonna let this guy by too. Same deal.
Working the bottom, 16.11. Not a spot, I don't think. No, just not
So
clear low.
that cost me a little bit of time having to let those guys by. But if they go up and run down the 4, it might be a push.
15.999.
But I think that at this point, it looks like second place is what we're going to get. Things have settled down a little bit now too. Some of the worst drivers have cleared themselves off of the track, and now it's just everyone's kind of running around. No one, I don't think anyone's going to want to make their safety rating damage any worse than it's already been. And we've got 10 laps to go now, so it should be 10 relatively quick laps, 16 seconds a pop, get this thing finished in about 2 minutes, 2 to 2.5 minutes, and this thing will be over and in the books. I'll bank a second place finish, take some decent points, and
16.10.
another 0x into the wall. I think that's the third one of the race. My right side is all chewed up.
Get him out of the way, Earl. I'm on it.
Is that 2 car now going to be 2 laps down? I think he is.
16.08.
He must have been involved in a wreck because he was pretty fast. He's just kind of limping around, but he's going to get himself a top 10 finish. I don't know where third is.
16.009.
He's 6 seconds back, so that ain't too bad. So unless something stupid happens to the 4 with a lap car,
16.1.
I will finish second.
Outside. 5 to go to time. Still there.
And
Clear.
there we go. That's why I always want to race people respectfully. You never know when you're going to need just a little bit of room and a little bit of respect back. So here we go. Going to come around, pick up 3 to go. I'm not watching chat right now, guys. I see a few messages in there. I will catch myself up once this race finishes. That's the line. Now we've got 3 laps to go. Looks like we got another fresh tire hero on our tail here. I think he's just going to ease up and let me finish this thing out.
16.14. Inside. Clear low.
Yeah. He ain't trying to pass me, which is good.
White flag.
White flag. Let's get this thing finished out. Oh, he is going to try to pass me. Okay.
Quarter. I'll have to say, the competition has been mighty cordial today. Clear low.
And bring it home. Second place. I will take that.
Checker flag.
Woo-wee.
Good job, everyone.
That was fun.
You guys too. Good work.
That was a lot of mess to drive through. Yeah, terrible week for SR, but that even though I ended up with a 4X after doing races at Darlington and Bristol, 4X combined between the 2 of them, so I will take that.
We're pulling in now.
That works for me. So let's go back and take a look at least the start of this thing. Just how crazy this was. right off the start, you know, I started in 5th. I ended up losing a couple of spots. This is the pass. What ended up being the pass for the win right here was the 4 was able to get past me and drive away. That was how he got in front of me. He actually started behind me. Yeah, man. So I've run 3 races at Darlington, and it's been 12x, 12x, and then a 4x in the last one that I just did. And then the races at Bristol, I think I've actually gotten 0x in the race at Bristol both times, which has been pretty good. But Darlington's been an SR killer for sure. So here we go. That was the 19, or no, the 18 car that was blinking like crazy. Him in the 5. The 5, at one point I remember he was the one who jumped up. Did all kinds of nonsense. But, so here's this battle here with the 6. And I've got the 2 and the 5 racing super hard behind me. But I ended up getting past the 6 on the outside. You know, right here I'm running 7th. Because I think that was when the 17 took himself out. 2 makes it 3 wide. I was not happy about that. Took it kind of cautiously, and it didn't work. Didn't end up working out for him. I ended up brushing the wall. But you know, it's really hard to pass on the inside at Bristol. And as I go by the 6 here on the outside, this is where I was able to really get it hooked up and got the position going off into the corner. So that was for 5th once I got around the 6 car. And that was about the time when all heck started breaking loose up in front of us. There's the 11, the 4, the 19, and the 7. And the 7 had a good-looking lead in front of the 19 and the 4 and the 11. That's Chris Franz. Travis Strelow ended up winning. Austin Wheatley in the 19. So the 7 had a good run going. Pulling away, looking pretty good. He gets into the wall there. I'm curious, you know, let's just jump ahead a little bit. Now they're into lap traffic. There's the 18 and the 13. 13, I thought, was pretty respectful the whole race. Where did he end up finishing? Yeah, he ended up 6th, I think. Yeah, the 13 was okay. He lets folks get by. Although I think he did end up holding me up a little bit. That's why I remember the 13. He did hold me a little bit. And I said that 13 was going to go around if he held me up too much. So you got the 18 there, 17, Clint Lane in the idiotic InfoWars car. Yeah, he just slowed up and let the... blinked out there. That was crazy. Oh, here we go. So the 12... Ah. Okay. So this was a big one. 14 and the 5 get together. 12 gets involved in that. Hits the wall. So, yeah, Julian Roux, he was really aggressive. I remember him making some, it looked like he was making some really aggressive moves in my rearview mirror. 14's going to get a run to his outside. Let's see. Yeah, the 5 moved up in front of him. You can't do that. The spotter's going to be telling you that you're not clear there, and you got to respect that. But that sets off a, sorry for this, that sets off this chain reaction here as the 12 gets into the wall. Now the 12 needs to be aware of what's going on there. He comes down, crosses up the 9, and then all these cars are sitting in the middle of the track. And here's the view, you know, so you've got the, I don't see the 12 right now. There he is. So the 12 is sitting in the middle of the track. You know, I mean, and he didn't really start the first wreck. The second one, this one, he pinched the 9 down way too far, especially for being outside 3 right. This is a problem. You don't do that. And I'm going to show you exactly why this is a problem. Is that, you know, when this wreck starts, I'm going to take it back. This wreck starts. Here's the 12. He's running 9th. That's where the wreck starts. And here's where the 7 is. He's already, you know, he's a half lap fully away from it. They start wrecking, and here's the view that the 7 has. 7 is not at fault here. Now, he's hit the wall a couple times. That's not helping his cause. But here he comes, and watch this. He looks like he's going low, and then the 12 is just, 12 is trying to get going, and he just rolls. And he rolls right down. Now, what the 7 needs to do, though, here, is realize there's a big gap here, and the 9's sitting still, and the 12's rolling. Instead of going for this part of the track, which is what he aims for, go for this low part of the track. Because as we roll forward, that low part of the track was open, but he doesn't go there. And that's why he hits the 12. Now the 12 is completely in the wrong there, though. The 12 should not be rolling like that. And he's going to end up messing up a whole bunch of drivers' races. There's the 7. He took out the leader. Then he slides up, hits the 19. And the 4 is like, you know, I would have won that race except the 4 warps through. So, that right there, that's 3. Now here comes the rest of us. And this is me looking all slick. I come up on this wreck, I'm like, okay, high side's clear, high side's clear. And I get through on the high side. There's the 2 and the 11 right on me. I'm still jammed up behind this 13 car. The 11's trying to work back on me, and the 13 is, this is what I'm talking about. You know, 13's about to get turned. 19 right here, that's bad. I know your race is done, man. It's frustrating as heck. But, Austin, this is bad right here. Especially if you're smoking like this, your radiator's out. Do not do this. Don't come back up on the track. And he doesn't. He backs up. But then he gets going again. Stay down here. Stay on the apron. Don't come back up here. You're in the middle of the track. Don't do this. And especially, you know, he goes low and then he comes back high. Why would you do that? You just, your race is done and now you just took out a bunch of other people. And on top of that, instead of a 4X, now you have 8X. I'm pretty sure, because that's, iRacing counts that as 2 separate incidents. So the 4X sucks, but the 8X is worse. And look at this. He pulls up and it almost looks like he's trying to take people out. Here it is from the cockpit of the 11. You know, we're all racing super hard here. The 11 slows down, the 19's right in his way, and the 19 just comes up into him. That's awful. And that really sucks, because now he was done. I do want to say, though, I felt pretty cool about how I threaded the needle through this whole thing. Because here we are, we're charging up off the corner. I see the 19. I know that he's there. I go right through the middle, and the 19 almost comes up into me. Big junk behind me. You know, sometimes it's a calculated risk, and that's kind of what this move was. I see that 19. I know that I need to get by the 13, so I just kind of took it. And then what happened there happens. But yeah, the move looks intentional. I don't know why the 19's taking out other people, but that was pretty dirty, and it's a shame to see that. After that, most of the excitement was done. Just kind of ran around, logged the rest of the laps, and came home with that second place finish. Clearly need to get a little bit faster. I need to find some more speed because, you know, qualifying up front is a great way to stay out of trouble, but also yeah, I can't excuse anything that the 19 did there. But that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, the clinical term would be butthurt. Rapala33, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, if I was the 11, I might beat Protest on the 19 because that was pretty bad. So, thank you guys again so much for watching. Really enjoyed streaming for you guys. That was a fun race. Gained a little safety rating back, a little bit of iRating back, and a little bit of pride back. And just going to go ahead and check over.